The rain hadn't stopped for hours in London. The city lights blurred through the drizzle as people rushed under umbrellas, their reflections scattered on the wet pavement. Inside a small, dimly lit cafe near Piccadilly Circus, a young boy named Liam Reyes, barely 17, sat quietly with his old, beaten-up guitar resting on his lap. He was a Filipino immigrant, shy, soft-spoken, and endlessly hopeful. Liam had come to London with his widowed mother, Maria, 2 years ago. She worked double shifts as a nurse, while Liam sang in the streets, hoping someone would notice his voice, his gift. Music was all he had left of his father, who used to sing Hotel California every night before bed. That night, a poster caught Liam's eye on the cafe wall: Britain's Got Talent auditions, open to all dreamers. He tore it down gently, folded it, and placed it in his pocket. The next day, Liam waited in a long line of hopefuls outside the studio. His clothes were simple, his shoes worn out. Some contestants laughed, some looked nervous. But Liam just closed his eyes and whispered, "Papa, guide me." When his turn came, the stage lights blinded him. The judges sat before him, elegant, distant, and powerful. One of them, Clara Beaumont, was a famous British singer known for her strictness. "What will you be singing today?" she asked. Liam swallowed hard. "Hotel California, ma'am." A murmur ran through the audience. It wasn't a song often sung by contestants, too classic, too risky. But when he strummed the first chord, the hall fell silent. His voice wasn't loud, it was raw, trembling with emotion. Every lyric carried the ache of loneliness, the longing of a boy who missed home, and the quiet strength of someone who refused to give up. As he sang, memories flooded his mind, his father teaching him guitar on their balcony in Manila, his mother's tired smile, the nights they couldn't afford dinner but still prayed together. The crowd leaned in. His voice cracked slightly at the chorus, but somehow, it made the song even more real, a confession of pain wrapped in melody. When he sang the final line, "You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave," a hush blanketed the hall. Then, something happened no one expected. Clara, the toughest judge on the panel, wiped away a tear. She whispered, "That song, that voice, it feels like a prayer." Then, she stood up, reached out her hand, and slammed the golden buzzer. Golden confetti rained down. The audience erupted in cheers. Liam froze, tears rolling down his cheeks. For the first time, he felt seen, not as a poor immigrant, but as someone who belonged. After the show, as the lights dimmed and the stage cleared, Clara approached him backstage. She smiled softly. "You remind me of someone," she said. "Who?" Liam asked shyly. "My late husband," she whispered. "He was Filipino too. He used to sing that same song for me every night before he passed away." Liam's breath caught. I didn't know. "You couldn't have," she said, gently touching his shoulder. "But when you sang, it was like he was in the room again." "Thank you, Liam." Then she handed him a small silver pendant, a cross. "He always wore this. I think he'd want you to have it." Liam's eyes filled again. "I'll treasure it forever, ma'am. Call me Clara," she said with a warm smile. "And remember, this is just the beginning." Weeks later, as the competition advanced, Liam became a sensation. Millions watched his audition online. Messages poured in from around the world, people inspired by his humility, his voice, his story. But behind all the fame, Liam stayed grounded. He still called his mother every night, still prayed before bed, still whispered, "Thank you, Papa." One evening, after a rehearsal, he found Clara sitting alone at the piano. She looked sad. "Are you okay?" he asked. She smiled faintly. "Just missing him today. His birthday." Without a word, Liam sat beside her and began playing Hotel California. She joined in softly, her voice trembling but beautiful. When they finished, tears streamed down her face. She turned to him and said, "You gave me something I thought I'd lost forever, peace." The night of the finals came. The world watched as Liam stood center stage, under 1,000 golden lights. He didn't win the trophy, but when he sang, people didn't care. His music had already won their hearts. After the show, Clara walked up to him and said, "Liam, I have an offer. My foundation supports young musicians around the world. I want to sponsor your music education, all expenses covered." Liam was speechless. Why me? Because, she said, smiling through tears, you reminded me that love, in all forms, never dies. It just finds new voices. He hugged her tightly. In that moment, two souls from different worlds, a grieving widow and a hopeful boy, found healing in each other through music. Months later, Liam released his first song, British Key Dua, dedicated to Clara and his mother. It became a global hit, not for its fame, but for its heart. The lyrics spoke of kindness, of finding family in strangers, and of how love travels beyond borders. At a concert in Manila, Liam stood before a sea of fans and whispered into the mic, "This song is for everyone who believes that even when life breaks you, someone's prayer, someone's dua, can lift you again." As the crowd sang along, Clara watched from the front row, tears glistening. She whispered softly to herself, "That's my boy." And in that melody, somewhere in the heavens, his father must have been smiling too.